What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. What's going on, mate? How you been? Yeah, I'm dropping a bash build tonight. It's ridiculously crazy. 6 p.m. UK time it's dropping. Unlimited sustain. And I want to put it on the live, but I'm still needing a lot of essence thief. So I'm going to be running the white gold tower. Just need that damn shield. And also want a two-handed as well. So we'll get into that. I've got the pierce armor. Good, I guess. Still trying to think of a functioning elementalist build. Yeah, I haven't really looked into anything like that. But there's definitely some good combos you can make. Every time I run this, it's always super low level players. So it's always like really goes on for quite a while. Wait, am I queuing as a tank? Here we are, right. Yeah, so I've got some really good subclassing builds coming, guys. So make sure you tune into those. Like I said, yeah, I've got the bash build one dropping tonight. It's going to be really strong. It's basically using the same sets as what I've always run, but really pushing that subclass in, you know, really high health, unlimited sustain on a bash build, which is almost unheard of, and with no recoveries. Like, it's really just mad. I didn't think it was going to work, but it's just super strong. It's going to be absolutely nutty when the patch drops next week. I can't believe it's next week actually, and it's 2nd of June. Why is no one running my white gold tower? Usually I just go straight in. Yeah, so at the moment this is actually a bash build. I've just changed it a little bit. I've dropped Fossilize for just a tank pierce armor. But yeah, this is still really good. I mean, I'm running, instead of Essence Thief, I'm running the Veiled Heritance, which it does, well, does it do more damage? Maybe, but gives you a bit more armor, but you need the Essence Thief to sustain. Would you say it's the ultimate bash build or something like that? Yeah, it pretty much is. I was going to run Sorcerer for the unlimited sustain, but it's actually Nightblade, which I wasn't expecting. That's really pushing the unlimited sustain. It's absolutely crazy. Super easy as well. It's only on 1 bar, and you will drop players. You will drop a lot of players with it. And I've also put on the Warden Charm, So if you get pressured, that is ticking every, I think it's 5 seconds or something stupid. It is really gonna upset a lot of players getting hit by that. So you can see this ain't got no sustain. Because, yeah, Veiled Heritance, it's a good set, but you just need a sustained set. And you can't drop dead lands. No way. How long it takes to farm Essence Thief? Oh, a bloody long time. But it's worth it. You've got to have it. It's best in slot. Basically for nearly every build. You know, bash builds, it's going to be best in slot for. It's best in slot for a lot of meta builds. It's just too strong a set to not have. I've mostly got most of it. I just need the shield. Yeah, and just some two-handed bits. Yeah, a lot of melee, meta builds. It's all Essence Thief. Everything on the front bar is Essence Thief. Yeah, it's great for bash builds. Werewolf is best in slot for pretty much. Mate, is there no one on to help me? But yeah, you can get it with the keys, but the keys are banned now, which is really annoying. The Imperial fragments, I've only got one. So you can't be sent any, you can't buy any. I've done a couple of runs earlier and it normally went straight in, so I'm surprised it ain't going straight in to the dungeon. I'm also tanking. But yeah, you've got to have the Essence Thief. Unless you're doing like a pure Magicka base build, you know, you might not run it, but it's a must in PvP. I'm actually surprised the queue is taking this long for a tank. Yeah, normally I'm in pretty quickly. But every time I go in, I've had low level groups and it just takes forever because it's such an annoying dungeon. What can I do in the meantime? Just go in Imperial City and farm some fragments. But that is just too slow to be effective. But we'll do it anyway while we're waiting. I wonder if the siege coffers give you some. Probably not. But yeah, I can really use this for PvP as it is, but it's just the sustain is a little bit torturous. Yeah, I did kill some players earlier with it. Run the smoke bear haunch or whatever. But yeah, this build coming up, I'm running Bewitched Sugar Skulls, and like the recoveries are like 800. They're like this, like super low. But you can sustain just really easy, just utilising the correct skills and obviously the correct set, which is Essence Thief. I've also got to release. I've got that crit cat I've got to release. I did showcase it, but I didn't actually drop the full build, so I'll be doing that as well. The only thing I haven't done much on is ganking. So I've done like 2-bar builds, bash builds, werewolf builds. Yeah, I just haven't done a lot of ganking yet. How'd you get up there? That's not fair. I'm melee, I can't get you. Oh, the ready check's up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, here we go for the 100th time. I've got everything on Xbox. It's just this is my PC account, so I don't really have a lot of sets. And I ain't farming those sets. The only exception is this one. I'll be running talk on a lot of stuff as well. Please, so we've got some high level players. Okay, that's a lot better than usual. 100k gold for that damn shield. Or even a two-handed though. Everyone like the stream, guys. Right, so let's get into this. Hopefully we've got something going on here. It's actually quite nice going in as a bash tank as well, because I can deal some damage. I'm not just standing there holding block. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for veteran, but like if you're just doing randoms, it's totally fine. And you can pump out a bit of damage as well. As you know, like sometimes you get some, you know, rubbish damage going on and you just need that little extra. But when you're just farming or doing randoms, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, this build is just not... This is the build like I used to run originally. And it's still okay, it kills players. But like I said, the sustain isn't there for dueling or anything like that, you know. Battlegrounds, it'll be alright. Whoa, what's going on? Who's tagging the mobs? Oh, it's Torturous Dungeon. Can we get in there? Right, we're in. Right, pop that corrosive and just go. Come on, drop him. Let's get it done. Oh, there's no damage. It's okay, but it's not great. So yeah, I'm trying to farm it because obviously subclassing is going to be here next week, so I want to be putting together definitely the bash build. I was leveling a necro, but I just can't be asked. I think I'm about level 25 or something. Right, let's bind all this stuff. And I've got all the armour, it's just the damn weapons. I need to drop a message saying we'll twerk for any Essence Thief weapons. But yeah, I've got the one-handed, so I'm okay. And I've even got the maces. I just need, yeah, probably two-handed maul is ideal. Or battle axe. And obviously the shield, yeah, it's just, come on. But of course it only drops on the last boss, so like the armour's just like irrelevant to me. Right, let's put the message out there. Yeah, so make sure you get your mitts on Essence Thief if you haven't already, as you are going to need it. I mean, like, there is obviously different things you can still run, but I was going to say a lot of builds are going to be running that. You know, Dizzy builds, meta builds, it's all pretty much Essence Thief. You know, it's a sustain and damage set. It's just crazy. I know the only thing is people don't like chasing the orb, which can sometimes be annoying, but you get used to it. You definitely get used to it quickly enough. And it's well worth it. It's well worth the bother, you know. Yeah, so like, and obviously back bar, you're gonna want to be running Rallying Cry on pretty much most setups. Like I said, as the crit damage is just gonna be a joke. So you need to have that high crit damage resistance. So don't be running no 2k unless you've got some serious armor packing. Make sure you've got that crit resistance, as you're going to get burst down super fast. Because people are going to be chucking double speckies at you. Either have city high health or some really high crit resistance. You want at least 3k. Aim for. I was hoping for more than this. Come on. Mate, the damage is no good. Gauntlets of the Imperium, do I have them? I'm just binding everything, of course. But yeah, I think I've pretty much got the armor now. That don't really matter to me. Just those damn weapons. But yeah, they changed the keys. You used to be able to buy the keys just en masse and just go in the vaults. I suppose it was cheese in the dungeon a little bit because you didn't really need to run it. But my god, now they're all banned. You're just doomed. You've just got to run this. Unless you've got tons of Imperial fragments, which obviously I don't. 6? I mean, come on, they're so hard to farm. They barely drop. Why did you do this to me? So yeah, I'm probably going to be hopefully knocking out like 10 runs or something, depending on speed. Like, 10 to 20 runs before the new patch drops next week, and hopefully get that armor. I've got me rally and all that. Alder's Wrath is another good alternative if you're running high crit on the front bar, or you can, of course, you can go Oak Father. Oh my god, this dungeon. Must have completed this dungeon when I combine Xbox as well, probably 500 times. So yeah, I did make a promise to myself that on PC I ain't going to be farming sets. And I haven't really, but this is just the only one exception that I'm farming. Because, I just run Talk on a lot of stuff. But obviously Talk's no good for Bash. Talk is going to be good anyway, because like I said, you're going to get that damage reduction. So yeah, Talk is another good alternative. I will be running Talk. But I just want the Rally and Essence sort of set up. Balog, that sort of bursty. Or you can, yeah, as I said, Alder's Wrath is another one. Oak Father. Wait, what are these players doing? Oh, they've gone the other way. Yeah, let me know, guys, what you're going to be running next patch. If you've got like something in mind lined up. I know it was a lot to absorb, as I was a bit overwhelmed at first, but I've sort of figured out what I'm running on most setups now. I've got about 2 or 3 setups that I'm definitely running. Everyone's going to be running the spec bow, like you've got to be running that. Templar, back bar, skill line is going to be, another number 1. The Warden line, super strong. I want to see if anyone's come up with any crazy out the box builds, because we know what the meta is. The sets haven't changed. It's just the what classes you're running. I've seen some nasty Arcanist builds as well. You know, Arcanist and Warden. You know, AoE frost damage. Not really, other than Specbow and Jesus Beam. I'm just going to be messing around with for fun. Yeah, I think the Radiant Oppression's being nerfed, so a lot of players are not going to be running that, as far as I know. But yeah, Specbow is number one. As everyone knows, making that as a double proc is just wild. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is dodgeable, but trying to dodge two continuously ain't going to be easy. I'm also going to be making some like 80k Warden healer builds and stuff. There's got some other stuff I can think of. So I'm basically just going to be building on existing builds I've probably already put out, you know, and then just subclassing them and pushing them even better. So yeah, there'll be some good stuff coming. There's some really good combinations you're gonna see. Just be ready. Make sure you got all your skill points. I think I've got as many as I can be bothered to farm. Oh, this dungeon's torture. Like, it just goes on forever. Like, it's literally, you know, like 10-15 minutes a run. Maybe more than that. Unless you got that higher damage. I was debating going in as damage, but just easier to tank. If you can get a random drop off a mob, but it just never happens, barely. My personal gripe is that Specbow isn't considered a projectile, so it can't be blocked or deflected using the Warden Ice Shield. Apparently that's been changed. I'm sure I was on KOG stream and someone said that it now can be. So double check that. Because I've heard a lot of people saying they're going to be using the Ice Shield to deflect these Specbows. But I might be wrong, but that's what I'm sure someone said. The only problem with the Shimmering Shield is it's very costly, so make sure you've got some, you know, with Vampire adding onto it, ain't going to be, it's not something you can spam. But yeah, double check that Specbow, because I'm sure it can be reflected, unless someone was talking rubbish. Oh, and then he died then. Oh my god. That can one-shot you, I swear. Right, let's go. Come on. I know I'm going to get lucky, finally. I want the shield. I know it's going to be Imperium. I can just see it coming. Remember some damage, please. No, 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 don't go to the middle already. Right, shielded. Kill the lightning aspects. And you can never get a res on this damn boss as well because of the waves. Dodge the lightning. Oh, it's going to do it again. Quickly. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Oh, God. You torturous dungeon. Who's dead again? Yeah, the Atronact, it actually drops. Can actually one-shot you. I've been one-shotted on this. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Please, come on. I knew I was going to get wrapped. Oh, he quit. Just double check. It says the ability cannot be dodged, reflected, absorbed or tanked with corrosive armour. Or maybe it's just corrosive armour, not sure though. Yeah, definitely. I'll look into that. Because I've heard that, oh my god, they all quit. Please. My guy, please. Yeah, that's what someone said. That they changed it. Can't remember who said it. They changed the spec bow can be reflected with the shield, shimmering shield. So yeah, I'll look into that if I get a moment. Oh please, bro. Actually, yeah. Oh sweet, my guy. Come on, mate. I'm gonna give you gold. If you give me what I want, you're getting gold, bro. What do you mean trade declined? Media direct, my guy, please. Oh, what do you mean my bad? I knew I was going to get an Imperium bit because I'm missing tons of that. Oh, he's invited me to trade. Come on. Come on, bro. Two-handed me or shield me. And you're getting gold, bro. Not a lot, but I've got 20k for you. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not a battle axe, but it's an axe. Oh my god, sweet. Oh, I've already got that. And I haven't got it, so yeah. Let's see if I've got anything else for you, bro. Oh, wrong one. Let's see if I've got anything nice for you. Or have I not? There you go, have some perfect road, bro. Because you actually took the time rare ingredient can sell to players. What's going on, Dave? How's it going, mate? No, because you took the time, bro, to give me your Axe of the Essence Thief, so you're getting something in return. As a lot of players just quit and leave, even though I put in at the beginning, you know, like looking for a weapon. If someone says they're looking for a weapon, you know, then I'll actually go out of my way to stay there and, you know, just say like, no, I ain't got anything, sorry, or give them some. What the hell? Right, anyway, so we'll quit out of that. Bind all that stuff up. Everyone like the stream, guys. Give me some good luck for this damn Essence Thief. Right, so we've got the Imperium. Let's get rid of this trash. Yeah, he said I gave him 20k gold. And he said that's more money than I've ever had. So I thought, you know what? You took the time to give me your Axe of the Essence Thief, which is, you know, like one of the best in slot anyway. I thought, yeah, have some row, bro. See, there is some good players still left in the game. Right, so we'll have a look of what we're still missing. Let's repair that gear, even though it don't really need repairing. Get rid of this trash. Yeah, so make sure you tune in, guys. 6 PM UK time. I'm dropping that bash build. It's ridiculous. You know, the biggest pet peeve with bash builds is the sustain issue. And this one ain't got no sustain issues. You are going to be all sweet. And you're going to be pumping out damage. And you're going to be tanky. And you got high health. It's pretty much... And it's all on one bar as well. So you can just jump in and play there. New character. No, this is not a new character. It's one of my original PC characters. My Dragon Knight. I'm just farming Essence Thief, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're going to grab a coffee and we'll get going into some more farming. Let's check the... Damn you, white gold. Yeah, see, I'm missing a lot of Imperium, so I could still get a lot of that trash. I've actually got a lot of the Essence Thief. I'm only missing a few. But what you really want is the Battle Axe, the Maul, and I want the damn shield. I've had all the flipping staffs. Don't want the staffs. I'm still missing some spell power, so yeah, it could be... I could be in for some runs, guys. I could be in for a lot of runs. What's the bash damage? Yeah, the bash damage is high on this. It's just this lacks the sustain. So, but don't worry, guys. The new build upcoming has got everything covered. Super easy. The only problem is it does involve scribing, but scribing is coming to the base game free, so it ain't going to be paywalled not much longer. So if you want to run that, you know, I've got to farm all the scribing and everything on PC as well, because I've got nothing. So, and it's incorporating that Warden charm. It's going to be, it's going to be nutty. Playing that when subclassing drops, you're going to be cheesing a lot of players off. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do a coffee and we'll get back into some farming. God help me. How's everyone doing though, guys? Right, I'm back, guys. I've got to start farming sky shards, mate. Like your video on the other day, I appreciate you, mate. Yeah, like it was like a video that most players probably already know, but I think maybe a lot of newer players, or even some players that have played it a lot, don't realise that you know I've got all the sky shards as you can see here, like all labelled. But basically, I just do the overland ones. I ain't running through no delves, getting stopped on doors, and hitting tons of mobs. Just get all the overland ones. It's a lot faster. Obviously, it helps if you've got the way shrines, you know, and just comb through every zone. Just doing the overland ones, you can grab them a lot quicker. No loading screens, only in between the zones. You know what I mean? And then like, if you still haven't got if you still haven't got enough skill points at the end of it, then start doing the delves and all the more annoying stuff. Just do your random dailies, do the quest in the dungeon, and just do all overland ones, just running around. Yeah, I need to start farming. Yeah, I think I've got enough. Look, as you can see on here, look, 45. So I should be okay. On a one bar, it's easier because you're only using one weapon, so you ain't got to run two. What you'd normally do on a traditional like PvP build or whatever. So you're losing a line there straight away. So I'm going to be okay with the bash build. I know that. And again, you're running all heavy. I should have medium on with the Essence Thief though, but again, you're not using a lot of other passives. So one bar is going to be easier. I still don't understand why they decided to make subclass cost skill 2 points yet. We was talking about this on KOG stream as well. The reason it's done is simply just to frustrate you so that you go to the crown store and you buy them. That's the only reason. There is no reason. It's pointless. It's just to make it grindy so you get frustrated and you buy them in the crown store. It's totally pointless. They shouldn't have to cost double. So, you've got to make sure you've got them all. But yeah, just grab all overland ones on every zone. I think there's like 8 per zone. 15 zones. You're going to have about 40 extra sky shards if you haven't got them already. Just do all the overland ones, all the ones in Cyrodiil maybe, and just ignore all delves until you really need to, then put your build together. And if you're still missing some, you won't be missing many. And we've got some damage this time, I think, so this might be a quicker run. A scammer, yeah, that's why they've done it, because they said, oh, subclass in base game. And then you're thinking, oh, that's nice, okay, everyone's subclassing for free. Yeah, well, it ain't for free because they know full well that players are going to be missing the sky shards. Do you know what I mean? So, like, how can we charge them? Oh, let's put them in, and they're all in the crown store, of course. So, and, it's just to make gold. To make gold, to make money. That's the only reason. There is literally no point in making it cost double apart from to generate money from the crown store. They won't get any money out of me for sky shards. No, I ain't buying them. On top of it, they're not even that cheap either. Like, I think they're like 800 crowns per zone. It's like, no way. If they were like 100 crowns per zone, then yeah, I might buy a few. Just to boost me up a little bit on a few tunes. But no way, mate. Am I spending gold on sky shards? I never have, and I probably never will. And that might sound a bit stingy or whatever, but yeah, it's just like that. Is just you can spend your crowns much better elsewhere, and I will not be doing it on sky shards. Just grab all the overland ones. And that's what I've done on this tune. I've probably gone around like every zone. Yeah, like 9 out of, yes, you'll see like half the bar of sky shards, give or take. And I've just picked up overland ones. I ain't going to be running in delves, getting caught with tons of mobs, and you've got to keep trying to get through doors and you're being in combat. Nah, I ain't doing that. No way. But like I said, you know, if it's on your main tune, you know, and you got all the crafting lines and stuff, you're probably going to have to go in the delves and get all the extra bits. But, you know, just if you're making a PvP build and it's on just an alt tune and you just need sky shards, yeah, just go overland. Make sure you can move as quickly as possible, of course. Yeah, let me know if the sound quality of my voice is alright, because I'm using a new headset. Belt with the Essence Thief, I think I've already got that though. That is definitely going to be a needed item. Yeah, I've already got that. Glad I've nearly got all the sky shards on my main apart from a couple in Cyrodiil. Yeah, just... And the thing is, yeah, I ain't going to be... On PC, I'm probably going to be running about 2 or 3 subclass tones. You know, Xbox, I'm probably got no worries. I haven't really done much on Xbox at all. I'll probably be okay. But yeah, it is what it is, you know, like the scribing's going to be free base game, you know, and the subclassing is free base game, so it is nice, but like I said, you know, there is, unfortunately, it's not paywalled, but if you want to do things quickly and easily, you know, they want you to use the Grand Store. Could also hit the chest, but you barely see them. And even if you do see one, it's like a simple, which might not even drop a weapon, so I ain't doing that. XP event this weekend, isn't it, mate? Yeah, I've been waiting for that, because I do need to finish my Necro tune. It's on like level 27, but I just can't be arsed. But yeah, I might just rush it when the double XP event drops. Not that I'm really planning. I was initially planning on doing like a Necro subclassing, but you know, it's either Nightblade or Necro for like the burst, and I just think the Spec Bow is better than the Blast Bones. The only way the Blast Bones is slightly better is it's undodgeable. You know, whereas the Spec Bow is dodgeable. So you can go Blast Bones and slap super hard, which I was planning on doing. But yeah, I've sort of put Necro to the wayside for the moment, because it's just the one class I don't have. I don't have Arcanist either. And yeah, Necro's half leveled. But yeah, I cannot stand farming in this game. I cannot stand leveling characters. You know, after doing about 20, 30 tones, you just can't be bothered. But yeah, I might knock out the Necro. It's halfway done. I just can't be bothered. And I've been so busy doing sky shards, you know, chucking together some builds and stuff. I just ain't had the time and the patience. But yeah, the double XP, I might just knock it out in one sitting. It's purely just to get the skill lines. Mate, thank God there's damage. Damage is everything. So yeah, make sure you're on this weekend if you need to level a toon or get a few bits done, because you're going to get that double XP. Make things a hell lot easier. Go down, go down. Make sure I've got the room in case of trading. Yeah, let me know, chat, what you might be running, or what have you thought of the subclassing. I know it's a lot to absorb. When they first said they was doing it, I was like, what the hell am I gonna run? What the hell am I gonna do with all my builds? They're pretty much like all redundant. Like they still work, but like you're gonna be really up against it, so you need to be subclassing. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be going through a lot of my old builds and sort of changing them up, switching them up, improving upon them for the subclassing. I've got the Elder Mage, like I've done quite a lot of them. So 5.0 is going to be pushing the max Magicka. I think it's like 62, 63k max Mag on a 1 bar. So you know you're going to be slapping super hard on that. So yeah, it's going to make the Elder Mage better. So yeah, I'm going to look at my other builds. I need to do Frost as well. I haven't done like a Frost 1 bar in a while. That's another thing I need to look at. So I'll be doing a lot of 1 bars as well, and some 2 bars. Yes, are we on the last boss now? Yes, come on, let's go, guys, come on. Do not get hit by that. You can get 1 shot on this boss. Just because it's normal, there is a couple of 1 shots, so especially with the Atronach. But yeah, as long as you can burst this, it don't really matter. But I burst it, guys, come on. 1 million. Let's go. Burst it, burst it, burst it, burst it. Oh yes. Lovely jubbly. Inferno staff. Oh, you joking me. Oh, you're the worst. That's like the last one I needed. That was fast kill I've ever seen. Right, I think someone's gone up in the portal. Don't think I've ever used 2 bars in the time I've played the game. Yeah, like I said, I do predominantly do 1 bar ones, but I've got the dagger. I think I've got the damn dagger. Yeah, I will be doing 2 ones as well, 2 bar ones. I like to keep, you know, mix it up. Got the dagger. I swear to God, I've got that. Yeah, I've got the dagger. I'll take it anyway, but yeah, it's not going to help me. If you have fragments, yeah, I'll just the fragments. They've nerfed the fragments. They're really hard. They're really hard to acquire. You'd be lucky to get like 100, maybe 200 an hour, and that's only going to give you 2 goes in the box. And on top of it, they're not curated either, so you can get stuff that you've already got. So it's just absolute murder. So yeah, it's just a waste of time. If the fragments were more generous in the drop-in, it would be worth it, but they just drop like trash. I've only got 33. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to keep grinding if I want it. But yeah, damn, is it annoying. I've had a lot of Essence Thief, that's the hilarious thing. I've had quite a lot of it. You know, Spell Power is a good set as well for healing and stuff. But yeah, I've still got a lot of Imperium missing, and I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get a lot of that dropping. Oh, I thought they had made them curated, just had them already. Yeah, the actual boxes, yeah, they're not curated. It gives you pieces that you've already got, so there's just... And the boxes cost too much. I think if they're not going to buff the fragments, then they should make the boxes like 20 a fragment. 20 fragments per box. If they're not curated, then it'd be more worthwhile. But 80 a box, like 80, like... I think an Imperial boss, you know, the ones that wander, they give you 6 fragments per boss. So that means you've got to kill like 10 plus Imperial bosses for 1 go on the chest. Yeah, no thanks. Right, let's sort out the loot. And we'll go back in. Just quickly get rid of some trash. As long as I've got a bit of room to breathe. Don't know why I'm collecting that. I've already got that, so it's okay. That's in sharpened. I might not even get rid of that in that trait, because that is a nice trait. Graves of the Empyrean everywhere. Spell Power. Inferno. Restoration. I mean, come on. So yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot of sets because I'm on PC. It's very, very minimal. And I ain't about to be farming anything, and unfortunately this is just the one I do want to farm. But yeah, so all we can do is just keep at it and hope you got fast damage. Yeah, so I need to do some ganking builds for subclassing. Like I said, I've not really touched upon that much. I've done heavy attack PvE, done werewolf, I've done a couple of bash builds. So I'll definitely be dropping a couple more builds this week. I like to try and drop 1 or 2 a week if I can. But yeah, still waiting for the final patch notes, I believe, just to confirm everything. Have you tried the new 1 bar heavy mythic yet, Gloam? Yeah, I have tried it. Is it the Rakat's Void Mantle? And it is good, but I can't really get it to work. Because and it disables a lot of buffs because you're losing the Oaken Soul, so like you can regain a lot of it. So it is very nice. It's just really, what I would say with that mythic is, do you want a little bit more damage, like an extra 10, maybe 15k DPS, but just a more complicated sort of like pass, you know, like a more complicated keeping up the buffs, blah 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 blah. Yes, you can pump out more damage. If you want it still more simplified, just go Oaken Soul. You know, you will lose a little bit of damage. It's just down to preference, really. Do you want it simplistic but still do good damage, or do you want it a little bit more trickier? But you know, then you can. It won't be much trickier, but yeah, you're going to lose a lot of the permanent buffs Oaken Soul provides. So it's just pick your preference, really. But I would personally just stick with the 1-bar Oaken Soul. But yes, the mythic will push your damage a little bit more because you can back bar like the Nightblade skills and stuff, some passives. What's going on, 3K Billy? How's it going, mate? Yeah, I can't actually show you because I'm not on PTS. So yeah, the new heavy attack mythic is pretty good. I've seen people go 120, 130 with it. The most I got with it, I think, was about 115. And I can get about 108 on Oaken Soul, so you know, whatever you want to do in it. With Oaken Soul though, easier to change a skill line just for the passives. Yeah, definitely, mate. Being from the older generation of gaming, I'll keep the Oaken Soul and keep it simple. Yeah, like, as long as you're touching around 100k on the Oaken Soul, heavy attack, happy days in it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can push it more, but it will just make it a bit more complicated. So I'll try and do like a really dumbed down, simplified version of it maybe, as much as I can. Because you're using less skills on a bar. Yeah. But like I said, with the Oaken Soul, you do get a lot of sort of defensive buffs. So if you're playing solo, the new mythic probably ain't going to be great unless you're planning to keep a load of buffs up. But yeah, you will push more. Oh no. Oh dear. We've got some 300s in the game. Oh well. So yeah, I've been looking at all the new mythics. So you've got the heavy attack mythic. That's pretty good. If you want more management, you will pump out a bit more. And the best in slot that everyone's going for is the Monomyth, which gives you the major courage. You know, and major protection on the back bar, which is crazy. A lot of people are going for that. It does give you minor vulnerability. It does sort of debuff you as well, so just be aware of that as well. You will be squishier with it on the front bar, but it does give you major protection on the back bar. So it's a funny mythic, but it's very strong because major force is not easy to source sometimes. So, and 20% critical damage buff is nuts with obviously specky bows. And the other one, which I was making a build for, but I lost the build because on PTS, I think every time they change the patch, you lose all your builds, like all your toons. You got to make all fresh ones. And I made a really good build. It's not really a build I can play because it's very difficult. 2-bar roll dodging PvP. And I made one with the Mad God Slippers, which is another new mythic. When you roll dodge, you get a random buff with Eternal Hunt. I think it's Gatekeeper Monster and Essence Thief, and you just roll dodging like crazy, and there's just proc scan everywhere. Really fun, but yeah, probably a bit hard to pull off for me. But I do want to put that together. I have tried that before with something similar, but I didn't get much success with it. But I think it was more just of a player skill issue rather than the build being crap. Because you had the Essence Thief proccing, the Monster set proccing on a roll dodge, Eternal Hunt proccing on a roll dodge, and the Mythic proccing on a roll dodge, and it was just wild, you know. Why is he down for? Can you even go down on this boss on normal? I don't think it's even me worth even picking up the loot on the bosses anymore because I've got all the armour. Yeah, so I was going to do like a crazy roll dodge build and I had it and I didn't record it unfortunately. I don't think I did. I believe in the ET dagger drop. What does that mean? ET? The extraterrestrial? Oh, Essence Thief, twat. What am I talking about? Why does everyone want the dagger for? Maybe give you crit, I suppose, but... Were you using the Mad God Dancer Mythic with the Eternal Hunt? Yeah, so it was just a abusing roll dodge build. And also the monster set as well, the Gatekeeper. When you roll dodge it does an exploding poison damage. It's a really good build. Like really fun build. I need... what essence? That's as much as I can be bothered to type. I need to farm that set too, yeah, it's just... I wouldn't say you're going to be at a disadvantage without Essence Thief, but it's definitely one of the best in slot for PvP for a hell of a lot of different builds. You know, Werewolf, Bash build, you know, a lot of meta builds are all running Essence Thief. You know, Dizzy builds. It's just a must-have. It's just too strong. I just picked up a setup piece there, and it was a rubbish set piece. Unless they nerf it, but like, you know, it gives you stamina return and a big chunk as well. It gives you health return and a unique 10% damage done bonus which works on bash builds, werewolf. You know, it really ramps up a lot of damage. Maybe it's for the sticker book. Yeah, it might be. I think I've got all the armour though. I don't need armour, it's just damn weapons. The goddamn weapons. But yeah, appreciate you all watching me on this stream. As I know it's not the most exciting stream, it's just a farming stream. But I thought it'd just make it a bit more entertaining for me rather than just farming it endlessly on my own, because within one run I'm just completely bored. So I'll chat with you guys, talk about subclassing and whatever you want. And yeah, hopefully get through this, get past this. Like I said, I've got it on Xbox, it's just a PC, making a fresh account, you know. I've got to over level 1000 now, CP. Always gives you what you want first or last, yeah. You know that. And like I said, they changed it where you used to be able to buy the key fragments and you could just mass spam the chest and get what you wanted basically with gold, but they stopped that, and by the time I realised it on PC it was already too late, so I'm like, damn, I got to farm this bloody set. But I said I will be running Talk, yeah, on a lot of the setups as well, as that's going to be really great as well. But yeah, I'm pretty much running Rally, back bar, Essence front bar, you know, Balorg or Bloodspawn. That's going to be like the main, and then whatever your mythic of choice is, you know, Sea Serpent if you duel him. Marking is like a good overall one. Or you could run Saint and Seducer, or they'll call the new one Monomyth. Monomyth, I think it's called Monomyth. I like the video the other day highlighting the bot situation. Find it strange that they've been banning proper players and totally overlooking all the bots. RNG is not your friend, Gloom. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the bot thing is wild. It stopped me farming. Like I said, I don't even want to farm nodes anymore. You know, I just don't want to. I think anything, if you do it en masse, you could be put into that category of, are you a bot farmer? Do you know what I mean? So, if you're going to farm or do whatever, just don't go mad with it. And I think maybe some players were doing like 3-4 hours of fishing or node farming, and they were getting hoovered up. I don't know. So that's why I really put it out there, just to be cautious with farming. So I'm pretty much done with farming in the game, to be honest, because I ain't going to get banned for just farming and making a bit of gold. Whether or not they've stopped it and removed it, who knows? It might be safe now. I still need 2 leads for the Talk. Oh my god, yeah, that is just brutal. It's definitely worth having though. It's definitely worth having. The Talk is nice, especially if you're like me and you haven't got a lot of sets. You ain't got to keep worrying about, oh, this set, or that set, this set, that set. You know what I mean? You can just chuck that on and away you go. Is it the best thing you can possibly run? No, but it's an all-round good mythic. That's, you know, it's gonna, you know, Talk is probably like in the top 20 best setups you can probably run in PvP. It's not rubbish. It's not average. It's still above average and, you know, really solid. But it's, you know, obviously the proc cheese will probably beat it out overall. But if you just want to run a nice easy peasy flat stat based build, you know, and I will be running Talk on a lot of setups. Just obviously not bash build because it's trash for that. If it was, because it just it reduces your damage taken, which is nice. Gives you good recovery, which is nice, but it only gives you weapon and spell damage, which is no good for bash build. If it said like it increases your damage done by 15% or something like that, then I'd put it on bash build, maybe, and see what it's like against like Deadlands Demolisher. But yeah, it's no good for bash build. I have no leads for it. Oh my god, yeah, it's just I haven't even got an Xbox. Because I farmed it when Infinite Archive came out, the leads weren't dropping yet, and I farmed it to the max, and then I just burnt myself out from it, and then I pushed through and done it on PC, but yeah, never again. And we farm it to the max. Yeah, it's just it's nice to have, and especially if you're not a person who wants to keep changing sets every 2 seconds, you just want to chuck something on, you know. Look at this tank, he's bash tank and he's doing some damage. Which one hard to get? All the leads are hard to get on Talk, they're just random. I can go online now, got the spot on your video, and there will be bots farming no matter how many times you report, they always come straight back, yeah. Helmet of the Essence Thief, have I got that? Not that I need it, but yeah, there's nothing you can do about bot farmers and that. I just don't want legitimate players getting banned. I just thought, you know, I think that's just straight out right wrong. You know, if they've done nothing wrong and they're just choosing to farm extensively, then don't ban them. But you know, if they're using AI and stuff, yeah, you're gonna have to be careful. You know, same with the zone chat. You've got to be careful what you're saying on that, because apparently that hoovers up and bans you now. So if someone hate whispers me or whatever, I ain't replying back anymore. I ain't, you know, I'm not saying anything that can be slightly interpreted as like wrong and then you get banned. Yeah, that's not happening. So just be careful what you're saying and doing, as you don't know who be watching. You know, you could say something like, "Oh, you hit like a child," or I don't know, something stupid like that, and then that could be interpreted as abuse or something, and you get banned. So yeah, just, you know, someone hate whispers, you just say fair play and move on, or just ignore them. Don't get into a big bickering war with someone, because you could risk your account, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. Just ignore haters. I used to bite on haters, but I ain't gonna do it anymore. No matter what setup you're running, people are always gonna hate. You know, there's always gonna be some form of haters. You know, people hate bash builds, people hate gankers, people hate meta builds, people hate this, people hate that. So just run what you want and just ignore people. Play the game how you want to play. If you want to run that, do it. You know, if you want to run a 70k health fucking brawler or whatever, just do it. You know, ain't no one's business what you want to run. The only time it's someone's business is if it's in like a PvE scenario and you're deliberately running an obnoxious build that's not contributing to the group, then it's more valid for them to have an opinion. But you know, in PvP, run what you damn well want. If that's what you like, then run it. If it works for you, then run it. Oh my god, I got one shot. See what I mean? This you get bored of this dungeon, and then you can get caught on this damn boss at the end if you've got like a group that ain't got a lot of damage and it goes on for a while. That was my fault though. I ain't making excuses. I was just playing trash. Right, can I grab this boss? Oh, he's going to do it again. And it drops an Atronach as well. You've got to be careful, that can kill you. These can kill you. He's just been killed. There's one shots, even though it's on normal. You know, you probably will kill the boss, but yeah, just be careful. Please, 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 please. Oh, yes! Oh, yes. Oh, that was from the other one. Oh, look at that bad boy. Oh yes, finally my Lux came in, binding that bad boy, and now the bash builds are ready to roll. Right, so yeah, I still need a two-handed, so unfortunately I've still got to farm the dungeon. Where is it? But that is a big weight off my shoulders now. The bash builds will be ready to go on live server now. As that was the one piece I needed. But yeah, I still need... I probably will be doing a couple of like dual wield Essence Thief builds, but I do want like to do a Dizzy one, so I do want two-handed, so I need the Maul. It's probably going to be the Maul or Battle Axe. Greatsword is okay. But yeah, that's good news. That's good news. It was worth it, guys. That was definitely worth it. Low, I got two-handed needed shield. Was you in the group? Or was you just saying in general? Yeah, the shield is just a must-have because Essence Thief is a medium armor set. You don't want loads of medium on a bash build. You want to have as much heavy as possible. So run medium on the waist, one piece, all jewellery, and obviously the weapons to get around the Essence Thief on a bash build. Yes, but that's good though. At least I've got something. Got something to work with. I need to check the research as well, that I can craft this bloody stuff. No, just saying I'm on PC, PS4. Alright, sweet mate, yeah. You got the two-handed. It's just always the way, innit? You always get what you don't want. But at least it's curated, because the dungeons never used to even be curated. Even if you had it in a sticker book, it would just keep dropping the same one over and over again. So, you know, at least that's something. Like, they are curated. You will eventually get that piece, no matter what. So it's not randomised. It's only randomising the pieces that you haven't got. But look at that. I've got tons of Imperium missing. That's what worries me. I could just get a shit ton of that basically, and just never get a two-handed one of them. And I could even get Spell Power Cure. But yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, but I need to be doing research. Let me just quickly log out. Just check I've got all the research in sorted, because I don't think I've got much research on this tomb. What's my main tomb? Take a quick break. See, on Xbox I've got everything researched. It ain't a problem. But I need to check my main tomb just to see what I've got and what I ain't got researched. Just buy it, mate. Buy what? What essence? I wish I could. Let's check the research then. Let's go to Eben. Right, let's go to the woodworking. I hate researching stuff. Yeah, I've barely got nothing. I knew that. I've got the reinforced shield, which is what I'll probably be running. I might just do an impinged shield just in case. I should be researching stuff anyway, I just can't be bothered. I've only got infused on the axe, that's no good. The maul, you've got to have sharpened, because that'll be crazy pen. I haven't got the belt in impen, which I'm probably going to need, so let's get an impen belt. Have you tried the writhing wall on PTS, mate? Is that the wall in Solstice? If so, I haven't, no. Right, apparel, medium, waist. Well, I'm not paying that. Crazy PC prices. No, I haven't tried that. I just want a cheap piece, come on. 500,000 for items is just mad. don't even want to pay that, but that's not too bad. Let's just research that, just so I don't want to be wasting my time researching when the patch drops. So I'll just get the bits I need. Right, log out. PC prices are great, they absolutely are. They are wild. Gold means nothing on PC. Like you go, oh, I got 1,000,000 gold on PC. Yeah, that's nothing. That'll buy you one setup. Again, that's another reason why I got the talk, because even if you did want to buy the stuff and not farm it, it is just crazy money, everything. I mean, look at the price. I know this is like top end stuff or whatever, but look at the prices. 200 tempering alloy, 7.4 million. Like, everything is millions, even just for armor. Like, look. I mean, admittedly, it is being golded out, but like even stuff that ain't golded out, look at this crazy stuff. I mean, like, you need 50 mil to be rich. Yeah, I mean, on Xbox, like 10 million, 5 million, you're rich. But on PC, yeah, you need 30 million plus to be considered even slightly rich. How much for the Balthazar? I don't know, how much was it? Did I go past it? Yeah, it's just wild prices, you know. Like these, the tapestries and that, they go for probably half a mil to a mil on Xbox. Even the companion gimmick, look at that. It's just wild. Absolutely mad. But yeah, I'm happy. At least I got this shield. I can't moan too much. And I got the axe as well, which is another thing I wanted. So it's just a two-handed. But yeah, that might be for another time. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there, guys, for this stream. Glad I'm not on PC. Yeah, you know that. It's like, it's good in some ways because of the better player base, but yeah, you need some serious gold. So yeah, farming gold normally is just a waste. But yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. We'll be doing more streams and stuff. I should be getting my proper super fiber internet next week, so I'll be doing more streams regularly. It's more reliable internet. I'm poor but fully stocked up on the transmute crystals. Yeah, me too on PC anyway. Bye Gloom, take care mate, catch you soon. Yeah, cheers. See you later everyone. Like I said, check out the build I'm dropping tonight, guys. You're going to love it if you like bash builds. I'll see you soon.